Welcome to episode 11 of Ask Trent, where I answer all of your questions about all things brain speedball. And the question is, when I work with different kinds of people, I notice they have a different amount of time that they take to answer what they see on the ball when they catch it. So, for example, when one client catches the ball, they say what they see pretty quickly. And then I have another client that catches the ball, and it's more like, and then they say it. And is there something that I should know here? And so, yes, there's some things you should know here. First of all, we want to make sure in any situation that your clients, your friends, your family, that they have been cleared for exercise, that you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're trying to diagnose or assess a situation that's above your scope, right? So in the sense of this being a fun game to play, here's what you want to know. It takes different people, different amounts of time to process through their brain and recall what they see. And so I would avoid comparing one person to another to determine if it's good or bad, but instead I would shift to measuring success and progress. And so, take that person who's maybe taking a little bit longer to answer what they see on the ball, and maybe if it's really taking a long time in your mind, you kind of time how long that is, and write it down and date it, and keep playing, and find a way to share this with them so that they can see their progress. And I'm sure you'll see over time, and maybe quickly, that there's even less time between the time they catch the ball and they're able to verbalize what they see. So something to keep in mind that's really important is to not make the game too hard. Sometimes when the game is too hard, if you're playing too fast or you're throwing the ball too high or you're too far away, some way that makes it hard for them, that can be overwhelming for the brain. So maybe try down leveling the game, making the game easier, to see if that helps with that timing as well. But ultimately it comes down to before and after. I love measuring, and so if you can find a way to measure the time and measure improvement and bring their awareness to that measurement also, that can be really powerful for their experience, and then maybe help you as you find how you can apply this to different clients. Because ultimately you want all of your clients to improve. And so I would just avoid, comparing one person who's quick to another person who's slower, but instead seeing how it shows up and improves their quality of movement and their cognitive abilities and their memory and their regulation, and bring their attention to those changes so that they can really enjoy the process along the way. So if you have any other questions on how to do those measurements, or you have some tests that you've done or games you played that might be great for this particular scenario, throw those in the comments below. And if you have other questions, send them my way. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Ask Trent, and I'll see you next time.